Well, this was John E. Kennedy who said that. So, did you all know the story about John E. Kennedy?
No.
Well, the man who made the most money out of the advertising agency business was a man called Al Lasker, who joined an agency in Chicago around about 1890. And this agency, which was called Lord & Thomas, became the biggest agency in the world. And there are two reasons probably why it became the biggest agency in the world. And the first reason was that Lasker was intensely curious, and at that time nobody had defined what advertising was. And there was a big agency that used to be next to Ogilvy and Mather in New York, and there was, the secret of advertising is keeping everlastingly at it. Yeah. So there were all these vague phrases, and everybody knew that this young man Lasker was intensely curious and wanted to know what advertising was. And one day, his office was above a bar in Chicago, which is very convenient if you're in the advertising business. And everyone knew that he wanted to know what advertising was. And one day he was sitting in his office, and somebody sent a card up from the bar downstairs. And on the card it says, "You want to know what advertising is? Send this card back to me, and I'll come up and tell you." And so he sent the card back. This tall guy with a moustache, just like that, just like his mother's moustache, came up. You're not Greek, are you? Got to get that one in. He came and he said, "You want to know what advertising is?" And he was a very tall guy. He was an ex-mounted policeman, Mountie. And he said, "You want to know what advertising is? Advertising is salesmanship in print." And the point is that if you don't know what you do, you're going to make terrible mistakes. So Lasker was one of the first persons who really understood this. And the next thing he did was find somebody who was very good at it. And so he hired Kennedy. Kennedy, unfortunately, was an alcoholic. But I can tell you, after a few years in this business, you need a drink. I think I was moderately intoxicated for about 20 years from that. Okay. And then he got somebody else who was even better. That's the beginning of that agency.